Hey guys, so sorry if you were watching the first couple times I tried to do this. There was like a connection problem for some reason. Like my phone will just end the Facebook Live on me. So yes, here we go. It is day 3, and we're right now bringing Debbie, and yep, it's working. The process is going well so far, and she's going to be on in just a second, and we're going to talk about some energy medicine, and it's going to be awesome. Hey,
Hey there.
what's up,
Just gonna
Debbie?
try to set myself up. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
All right, great. So sorry about that, but we're here. It's right now. We're doing it, and it's really good to see you.
Yeah, it's really good to see you too. You know what? Mercury's been in retrograde, so technical difficulties are, you have to laugh at it and you have to restart because there's too many things that, are throwing us off right now. We can't
Yeah,
let these little things throw us off. So,
yeah, yeah. I like your Christmas tree, by the way.
oh, thank you. Yeah, that's let's see if I can. Yeah, there it is. It's so I've been traveling a lot, getting ready my business and so forth. And I just got in this afternoon. So the tree has been up. It has white lights on it, and that's it. So at some point it'll get a star on the top and it'll get ornaments. But you know what? All in good time. There's really no stress about it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, Debbie, how was your trip,
So,
by the way?
hi.
First off, how was your trip today? Because we both just traveled back from Florida today, right?
Yeah, we did. Mine was pretty good. I flew on JetBlue from Orlando to Hartford, Connecticut, and my flight left 10 minutes early. It got into Hartford 20 minutes early. Um, my bag was the first one off the carousel, and I called, for my car where I kept my car for the van to come get me. And as soon as I walked outside, it was right there. So I was like, this is great. I'm in an awesome manifesting mode right now. So I
Yeah,
kept it really light and didn't like, trust me, I had a lot going on re-entering back into my home. So the things like I got to finish the Christmas cards. I had an event I needed to go to tonight. I had my son who's home from college I haven't seen yet. I have laundry. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, but I chose not to tap into it and stay in the moment. And as soon as the van driver dropped me off at my car, not only did they have my car running, they had the seat heaters on, they had Christmas music playing in the car. So I was just like,
oh,
thank you,
nice.
universe.
Yeah, heck yeah. And you still took
How
the
would,
time to do this tonight and, be with me and my audience and share your
yeah.
knowledge and, your skills. And I really appreciate that. And it means a lot to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is important, and I really want to support you with this. One of the, I'm an author. One of the books that I co-authored, it's called Shift. And the proceeds from that book go for veterans for PTSD services because we just, I don't think we're doing enough. And if I can do my little part, I think every little bit helps.
Awesome. Awesome. So real quick, can you just for anybody that doesn't know you, can you just kind of just say who you are really quick, like what your business is, what you do, just a little bit about you, and because you're pretty awesome. And
Oh, thanks.
yeah,
Sure, I would love to get familiar with you with your crowd here. So, hi everybody, good evening. My name is Debbie Sodergren. I'm an energy body vibration expert. Basically, what I use are energetic tools to help shift people, get them out of overwhelm, get them out of stressful, situations where they're just feeling a lot of anxiety, so that they can be calm. And there's a lot of benefits that science has proven behind a lot of these tools. So I don't want to overwhelm anybody with the language around it. Basically, I help stressed out people get out of stress and get out of overwhelm so they feel like they have some clarity and they can move forward and some focus in their life. That's really important.
yeah, I love it. And we actually did a Reiki session the other day.
Yeah, so that's one of the tools, one of the energetic tools that I use. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I graduated from the New England School of Metaphysics back in 1998. I went there for 6 years. I took everything they had to offer. And one of the healing modalities they used was hands-on healing, was Reiki. And I love it. And it was such a pleasure to be able to work with you. You know, we had our session and then you went and played and had fun, and we never even recapped like
Yeah.
how was it for you?
Yeah.
What did you experience?
Yeah, so it was really like it was really relaxing. So like you knew that I had told you I was having trouble sleeping, lately, and I just had a lot of energy stuff coming up, and it just felt like it was a like I really could just like, you know, kind of like decompress, and it was really soothing, you know what I mean? And I felt like I could feel like a lot of the energy that I don't need, you know what I mean, kind of like leaving my body. And you can probably, elaborate on this. Like a lot of what these veterans and people that struggle with trauma and depression and anxiety, what they deal with is it's energy, right?
Yeah, it is. And we are energetic beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We're made up of all this different ectoplasm in our body. All this molecular structure we have here is put together with all these different chemicals. So whether it's magnesium or iron or blood, all these different fluids, there's also a string of energy that helps these molecules stay together. And what it does is quantum physics has proven and shown to us that our molecules will vibrate at a certain vibration. And when we start experiencing certain emotions, because as human beings, that's what we're here doing on this earth plane consciousness, is having these experiences for our soul development. And when we have emotion, sometimes depending what we are taught growing up, we have some limiting beliefs around it. Like sometimes guys are told, oh, you're not supposed to cry, stop crying, knock it off. Well, you're going to hold that memory of that somewhere in your structure of your body, so that when you experience pain later on in life, your body's going to tell you you're not supposed to do that because somebody told you that you know, love, and trusted. And therefore, you're going to squash those emotions. And what happens is those emotions, when they're not heard, they mess with your molecular structure and they build into something. You could get a neck ache. You could get you could twist your ankle. You could get stomach upset. Stomach upset is a huge one because our emotions are held. We have these 7 major energy centers in our body called chakras. We have 21 minor centers in other parts of our body, and we have hundreds of subchakras. And what happens is these things, so in the 7 major ones, the third one is in the solar plexus. It's just above your belly button. It's where you hold on to emotions. So whether you're feeling an emotion of anxiety or fear, basically it's your body and your energetic body letting you know, hey, we need more information about this so that we can make a decision of fight or flight.
Right.
So by not listening to those systems and squashing them, they end up going over into somewhere else in your body to get your attention. It could be a shoulder ache. And with energy medicine, different parts of the body have different meanings. Through all the different studies that they've done, they figured out that the back side of the body is your will up on your back. The front of your body is your emotions. The right side of your body has to do with masculine energy. The left side of your body has to do with feminine energy. So it depends, like if your left shoulder hurts, maybe you're having something going on with, with your mother, or maybe it's your left knee. Maybe that's a sign that there's something that you're not moving forward with.
Wow.
So your body does talk to you. And I've just over the past, since 1998, been studying ways to figure it out energetically, because I love allopathic medicine, doctor's medicine, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I think it's really good to help us when we're in crisis mode. And then it takes the edge off, so then you can experience what it's like to heal holistically, to really get down to the root of what it is that's causing whatever symptoms that you're having.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Angela. Angela said she's glad you're spreading the word. And
Oh, thanks, Angela. And I see Sherry's watching. Hi, Sherry. I saw Jody on here. I saw someone named Craig. So, hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in this evening.
mhm.
Please help us spread the word. We're really trying to do something for veterans. My friend Todd here is amazing. I'm really, really blessed to have him in my life and to be connected with him for the work that he's doing with veterans. He is a veteran, And, or thank you, Todd, for your service.
Yeah, thank you. And it's like you said something, and it's like I feel like I keep saying this, like, I'm in no way, shape, or form saying like, hey, don't take your medicine, like stop taking your meds. But, like the reality of it is like these medicines, like they're supposed to be temporary, you know? And I feel like if you can get a regiment of these also, and combine these holistic ways to heal, it's just like medicine, right? Like if you do it enough.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what it is muscle has memory. So it's going to take a good 3 months to really train the body with the new habit. And you can't just start a new habit. We all have really good intentions. Oh, we all make New Year's resolutions. Please don't make any New Year's resolutions. You're setting yourself up to fail. Stop it.
Right.
Start by being kind to yourself. After the new year, if you want to try something new, set the intention to do something different. The language itself holds a higher frequency and as a vibration. It fills you up in your heart with love. And when you come from love and you start loving yourself first, you make it a point to do what you say you're going to do instead of escaping and taking a pill and taking a bottle, whatever it is that's your vice, without, that's what you end up turning to. Trust me, there's people that turn to exercise and that's their addiction. So the whole key with all of this is do something that's healthy for you, but really do it in a way where it's filling you up and it's not something that you're escaping into. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And like the thing that I
Yeah.
run into, and I have experienced myself, like as a veteran, is when you're looking into these different ways of healing, and especially like these holistic ways of healing, there's just this like stigma, especially I feel like with like guys, you know, like they think it's not, or at least the veterans that I've like had experience with, they think it's not like manly, or it's like like woo, it's out there, it's not real. You know what I mean? And like trying to really figure out how to like really kind of break that barrier down.
Well, the way you break that barrier down is, first of all, I think I'm going to offer you a free training of Mike Dooley's system called Infinite Possibilities. It's 8 weeks to empower you. And I would love to gift that to you because a lot of it has to do with mindset. And a lot of these things why men think it's woo woo, or men want to, whatever label they want to put on it, they think it's not masculine. And they're wrong. We are all built up of masculine and feminine energy. And there's nothing wrong with a man crying. There's nothing wrong with a man showing emotion to his children or to the person that he loves. Just like it's not anything wrong with a woman to stand in her empowerment and speak her piece about something without being called a bitch. And
For
when
sure.
somebody calls me a bitch, I just say, thank you very much. I am being in control of myself.
Hmm.
Bitch stands for being in total control of herself.
I like
So I
that.
just say thank you very much. It's funny how our society, you know, we did the best that we could with what we had. So let's not put any blame on anybody for messing us up. That's not what this is about. This is about learning from our past so that it doesn't repeat itself. So let's look at this and go, okay, well, our parents taught us some of these things, that they gave us some really limiting beliefs. They told us men shouldn't cry. They told us girls are supposed to stay home and raise the kids. Whatever it was they told us,
Hmm.
those are what worked for them. And we're shifting. Our planet is shifting. Our consciousness is shifting. And look at these millennials that came in, a lot of these young 20 somethings. They are totally getting rid of the labels. They don't want to be known as a gender identity. They're all about being known for who they are as a spiritual being, not because they look like a boy or they look like a girl or they're this or that. They're like, no, no, you don't need to label me. This
Yeah.
is who I am. I go by a name. Call me by my name. And in learning that, they're actually helping us raise the vibration so that we can break down some of those old dogma things that we were looking at, with how our parents didn't want to harm us. Our parents did the best they could with the skill set that they have. So why not look at the things that were amazing about it? Like maybe they taught us how to garden, to grow our own food and be self-sufficient. Awesome. But those other things that they taught us that aren't so great, without passing judgment on it, why don't we just let it go? Just let it go and release it. Bless and release. Because we know better, we're going to do better. There's no reason to pass judgment on it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And I just feel like, the way to healing is really like, and especially for like a lot of these veterans, it's like you gotta like get vulnerable. You have to allow yourself to like, you kind of got to open up a little bit, and it's a little different than what you're used to, because as veterans, like, you're not supposed to be, vulnerable. You're not supposed to be emotional. Like you're supposed to be really locked in and kind of numb to anything else, because that can affect, the mission, that can affect your efficiency. And, like you have to get vulnerable to heal. And I know it's kind of weird and it can feel scary, maybe, like maybe like somebody's
Yeah,
going to hurt you.
yeah, and I think with veterans, because you guys are trained through our military system to be strong and to not be able to be broken in a way that they perceived it as being weak, when you enter back into society life, there's no training to help you get recalibrated back into society. And what that means is what they taught you is great for when you're out there in the field, but when you come back into being in community, you have to come in with both sides of the feminine and the masculine, and you have to look at the skill set through your heart and
Hmm.
look at, well, where can I be of service? Where can I feel like that I'm needed, just like I was needed out in the field? What's my skill set so that I feel like I'm being contributing to my community, to my family. And
Yeah.
in the process of that, there's stuff that's going to come up that you guys take back here with you. We need to support you with that stuff so you can work through it so that it doesn't identify you and it doesn't become something that's going to overtake you. It's actually something that's integrated. Oh, I lost you. There you are, Todd. Because what happens, we all go through stuff. I know you've gone through stuff as a veteran. I never served in the military, but I've gone through my own hard things. And
For sure.
I just for whatever reason, I knew that I needed to get some support around it because I chose to not let it identify me. I chose to integrate it so it made me stronger to who I am now, so I know what I'm supposed to be here for. And I think that's what a lot of the veterans need. They need that support, finding out, okay, well, from that experience, when I come back into being with my family and I come back into being with my community, what was the purpose of that? How can I be at peace with that?
Hmm.
Because that no longer is serving me in that way. So how can I integrate it so that I can still be a contributing member of my society? Part of that is vulnerable with yourself. You have to allow yourself to feel the emotions of grieving something that you left because it's ended at this point. And so because you've been doing it 110%, when it's gone, you feel like you've lost your identity. So you have to grieve that. There's a grieving process for it. And in the grieving process, there's tools that you can learn that can help you with your grieving. Maybe it's through moving for yoga. Yoga is a great therapy because it you hold all these memories of being in service in the military in your body structure. And what yoga does is the movement helps you to release it. And in that, at the end of different meditation, different yoga practices, they have vasana, which is where you rest and you meditate, and that helps you with your mind. So if your body is getting some release from the movement and the stretching, and your mind is getting some rest and it's getting some affirmations and it's learning to breathe again, fully breathe, and what happens is it feeds your soul and you start that whole thing of wonderment again and you allow yourself to explore of the beauty of being alive again.
Yeah. Wow. That's great, Debbie. Like the way that you said that, it's like I wish I couldn't have said it any better. And like
Oh,
the fact of the matter is that, like, we can say whatever, but like, 22 veterans a day are committing suicide. And like that is the statistic that we have like to work with. And my generation of veterans, the issue is we're coming home and we're becoming addicted to drugs. We're addicted to heroin. We're dying of overdoses. You know what I mean? And we're throwing it all away. And I know for a fact
It
that.
breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because, you know, it's greed that is pushing all those drugs down your throats. And if all of these veteran centers, the way pharmaceuticals companies are in there with the doctors and pushing all the meds, thinking, that's the cure, it's not. Maybe it's the Band-Aid to get you over the edge, to get you off the edge of the cliff. But by God, they need to start putting in more services for you guys, where you have some place where you can just go and empty your brain without judgment, to go where you feel safe, that you can express emotion but not be labeled as something. It's
Mhm.
I was trained as a crisis counselor, a peer crisis counselor. So whether a woman was raped or whether she was beaten, or a man for that matter, it's still trauma and there's PTSD with it. You guys are coming home. You guys have PTSD. When a woman goes to a hospital for being raped or for being beaten, they're not shoving all those meds down her. So I don't understand why with the military they do it. I don't know that much about it. And it's this is the alarm that's going off. You're raising the awareness for it. We're asking more questions. We're really setting the bar higher for our military people, because you guys put your lives on the line to make sure we have our freedoms. And by God, I didn't serve in the military, but I'm going to support those people coming back from the military. My husband ran the Marine Corps Marathon, and the group he ran with was Red, White, and Blue. And all the monies that he raised for that, for the charity, was for veterans, for services, because we understand the importance of it. He lives with somebody who does meditation. He lives with somebody that does yoga and energy work, and he sees these benefits. And they should be accessible for you guys. There should be companies out there looking to sponsor people like me and my business. This country was built on small businesses. And now that the enlightenment is happening, these corporations would do so much goodwill, if they would just find us and they would sponsor us and get us into those VFWs, so that we can be there for the veterans and we can help you guys heal, coming back into being, after you've done your service, after you've done your job.
Yeah. So you said something that and I'm really interested in, and I want to learn more about it. But can you talk about like energy medicine for a little bit?
Absolutely. So, a lot of people think energy medicine. I grew up in New England, and it's out on the West Coast. It's a little more, people get it, and it's a little more taken in and welcomed. And even in the Midwest, it's I was able to, do some stuff out there. When I came back to New England, people have their tunnel vision on, and they look at it as, witchcraft or whatever label they want to put on it. And basically what it is it's ignorance. If you can just get some education around it, you'd understand that what it is something that we are already built in knowing stuff about. Example, when I have 3 kids, when my kids were growing up, and when I confronted them with something that they weren't sure how they wanted to react to, they would kind of stand there and they would go like this, and they would cover their solar plexus. This is your solar plexus. This is the 3rd chakra. What they were doing is they were protecting their emotional system. They didn't want to feel, so they were protecting their emotional system. And you'll notice that when you're talking to somebody and they don't want to talk to you, they will put their arms crossed and they will cover their solar plexus. And what that does is it keeps them from expressing themselves. So energetically, that's one of the tools. If you're having a conversation with somebody and you go to a family event, we're all going to be in the holidays. And if you're at a family event and you're talking to somebody and they're, maybe they get on the political bend. And so you're trying to actively listen to them. And as they're talking, they're getting heated and you totally are not on the same page with what they're talking about. try out this energetic tool. It's called the solar plexus shift. All you have to do is keep looking at them soul to soul. They have your undivided attention, and all you're going to do is shift your solar plexus so you're not plugged in, and you're going to see that they're going to diffuse with their emotions because they're not getting that connection to you. They're not tapping in, and the energy's not going back and forth. It's a great tool to do. If you actually were talking to them and you disagreed with them and you went like this, your body language is going to tell them that you're not interested. So rather than give them that cue, just kind of shift yourself and unplug from it, but you still have their undivided attention.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try that for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Another thing to do is breathe. You know, here I am talking. All of my breath is coming from like right here in my diaphragm, and that's about it. If we could just take a few moments and breathe, where we breathe in with intention and we bring the breath all the way down into the bottom of the belly, and then we exhale it. You can't do that and have your mind get frantic at the same time. It can't do both. So
Okay.
what I'd like to do for you tonight, and for anybody that's on the call if they want to join us, is I want to do some deep breaths with them, and I want to share with them clearing out their energy centers. And
Yeah.
I just want them to be open to play and understand that whenever you have energy work done, whether it's Reiki, or I even consider yoga energy work, if you have acupuncture, acupressure, chiropractic, if you use oils, if you do a card reading to get insight, all those are energetic tools. And there's a whole slew of a bunch of others. But they can't harm you, is my point. These tools can only help you. They can't harm you. And the way you do that is you surround yourself with white light, and you call in your higher angels and guides to be with you, and you ask for guidance to be with you as you're going through this experience of experiencing something new. So rather than tapping into the fear, you're tapping into the wonderment and the excitement. Just like when you were a kid, you weren't always fearful all the time. You
Yeah.
started getting fearful when your parents and people started telling you, don't talk to strangers. Are you kidding? I've had some of the best conversations with people on airplanes that are strangers.
Yeah. For sure.
You know, and there's a time and place. It's a different thing to say that to somebody at our age or somebody who's aware of their surroundings. You don't just let a kid go walking down the street all by themselves without keeping an eye on them.
Right.
So, you know, there's in our society, we've changed how some of the parameters are. So now we just do it with awareness, but we do it with awareness coming from our heart, not awareness coming from fear.
I'm with you.
Good. So what are you thinking about doing a quick, like, clearing out, and
Yeah.
what
Let's
do you
do
think
it.
everybody,
I'm
do you think
excited. Yeah.
everybody, you think people on here want to do that?
I mean,
Hey,
I.
Jan. Hey, Angela. My sister Sherry's on. My neighbor Jody was on.
Yeah.
I saw a friend Janice on here. So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for taking the time out of your busy holiday season to join us this evening. And yeah, we're here to have an impact, and we're here to make change. And
Yeah.
we need to support one another when we feel like it's something. There's enough causes out there to support. So choose a cause, get behind it, and do what you can. You're not out to do it alone. We weren't put here to do it alone. We were put here to do it together. So this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be connecting and sharing each other's messages and supporting each other and making this world a better place.
Love it. I love it. Beautiful, Debbie.
Yay! All right, so Todd, how was your day? Do you want to do some breathing?
I do want to do some breathing for sure. I feel like I had a long day, you know what I mean? A little kind of stressful, traveling and like, just your mind goes a little crazy when you travel, especially the night before. So like I was really tired today, really drained. And then like the stuff with like the technology stuff with like my phone acting up and I'm trying to do the Facebook Live and the stress starts pumping. So yeah, I feel like breathing would be good.
Well, Mercury's in retrograde, and it leaves retrograde on the 22nd. What that means is when Mercury goes retrograde, electronically things kind of go wonky. And guess what, guys? This has electromagnetic field around it, so this stuff goes wonky too. Whether you're starting to bump into something, whether your back goes out, it's just stuff gets wonky. So be patient with it. Now that you have awareness around it and you know about it, don't freak out about it. Just go, all right, so it's going to take me a little bit longer. So that means I'm going to stop and I'm going to just take my time doing it and be present with it. Because we all know, we all think, oh, we only have so much time and we try to do something really fast. But we end up making all these mistakes when we do it. So just stop the nonsense. Just chill out for a little bit by just stopping and breathing and getting present and then handling the task.
Mm. Yeah.
It's just a reminder of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, before we finish, like, what's the one thing somebody could do, if they were stressed, like bugging out, and I feel like you just said it, like the
Breathing.
breath.
Yeah, so let's do
The
those
breath.
3 breaths.
Yeah.
Okay, wherever you are, just find your place sitting comfortably in a chair, kick off your shoes, put your feet on the floor, and just place your hands on your lap. And I'm going to invite you to gently close your eyes. And as you sit here with your eyes closed, I want you to take a big inhale in through your nose, expanding your abdomen out and holding it at the top of the breath. Hold it. Now exhale through your mouth and pull your belly button to your spine. Taking another big inhale in through the nose, expanding the abdomen out, holding it at the top of the breath. Hold it. Drop your shoulders if they're up near your ears. Now exhale through your mouth, pulling your belly button to your spine. And take a third inhale in through the nose, holding it at the top of the breath. Hold it. Hold it. Attach any pain you have in your body to the breath and blow it out your mouth. Return your breath to normal. Continuing to sit with your eyes closed. And just get present in your body. What's going on? Is your heart racing? If you need to, take your hand and place it up on your chest, on your heart. Get present with your heart beating. As thoughts come into your mind on other things you should be doing right now, just acknowledge the thoughts. Yep, I know I need to do that. And then see them leaving on the other side of your brain. Now, just pretend with your mind's eye that your body is surrounded with this beautiful white light of protection. It emanates all around your body like an eggshell, about 2 to 3 inches. Just feel this beautiful white golden light all the way around your body. And just imagine we're all sitting in a circle who's on the call tonight. And just pass it to the person sitting on your right and see them totally encased in beautiful white light of protection. And continue to pass it to the next person. And the next person. And the next person. All the way till it comes back to you. Feel the difference now in this energy. Now that it's been connected and infused with everybody else's energy. Now allow this light to come through your skin. Feel it coming into your body, around your heart, your lungs, your intestines. Feel that beautiful warm white light in your arms, your legs, your head. And just imagine now that this light is going to come out of the bottoms of your feet, and it's going to reach down through the floor, reaching down into the earth, all the way down into the earth's center, looking for the earth's energy. And tap this light into the earth's energy. And bring it up, coming up through the earth, through all the different plates of the earth, coming up through rock and water, mud, coming up even further, coming up into the basement, into the bottoms of your feet. And feel it come past your toes, your heel, your ankle, coming up your shin, past your knees, coming up past your thighs, your hips, and feel it at the base of your spine, your root chakra. This is where we hold on to things from our past. The past is done. Let's open up and expand this energy center and give you permission to just let that stuff go. And just say the affirmation to yourself after me. I release my past to the universe. Move that beautiful white light up a couple inches into your sacral, just below your belly button. Just feel that white light there. And as the light is in the sacral, just know that this is energy that has to do with your future. The future's not even here yet. And you've already gotten all worked up about how something's going to play out without setting an intention. So let's open up and expand and clear out this energy center by just saying the affirmation after me to yourself. I release my future to the universe. Continue to move that white light up a couple inches above your belly button, your solar plexus. This is where we have our emotions, our feelings. And just know that when you are feeling any anxiety or fear, it's just your body's way of telling you that you need more information. So let's clear out and open up and expand this energy center by just saying the affirmation, I release my fear and anxiety to the universe. And continue to move that white light up, coming all the way up into your heart. Just feel it around your heart center. The electromagnetic field around the heart is 4 times larger than that around the brain. You might want to smile to yourself. Happiness is an inside job. Knowing that by working in this higher vibration, setting it out into the world, you can set the intention by just saying after me, the universe is love. Continue to move that white light up, coming up your chest, coming up into your throat. The vibration that you put out into the world without any judgment. Just take an observation. How have you been using this vibration? Are you speaking up for yourself? Or are you holding up on your tongue? Are you short with people? Are you yelling? No judgment, just an observation. Working in this vibration going forward, coming from your heart, you can open up and clear out this energy center by just saying the affirmation that the universe is peace. And continue to move the light up, coming all the way up past your chin, your lips, your nose, coming up the bridge of your nose and settling between your eyebrows, your third eye. The third eye, the bridge between the brain and the heart. Giving yourself permission to explore and play with this new tool of this energy center here in the middle of your forehead. We can open up and clear out and expand this energy center by just saying the affirmation that the universe is spirit. Because it is. And continue to move that white light up, coming up your forehead and coming up to the top of your head. And just feel it at the crown chakra, right at the top of your head. We are connected to all that is. We are of this earth. The earth is of us. We can open up and clear out this energy center by saying the affirmation that the universe is all. And continue to move that white light up. See it coming out of the top of your head, reaching up, going up through the ceiling, up through the roof, reaching out into the sky, reaching out into the darkness, past the stars, past the planets, out into other solar systems, looking for that universal consciousness that's out there. And just tap this beautiful light into it. And bring that universal stream of consciousness with you, coming back down through the solar systems, coming down past planets, past stars, coming down even further into our atmosphere, into the darkness of our sky, coming down into the roof of the building, into the ceiling, and feel this light now come into the top of your head and gently cascade down the front of your body, all the way down, out of the bottoms of your feet, connecting you down into the ground, bouncing back up, coming up into the bottoms of your feet, and this time it's going to come up the back side of your body, all the way up out of the top of your head. And know that you are now connected above and below. So that leaves you in the here, in the now, in the present. And just take a moment to see where you are in the present. Are you feeling peace? If you're getting distracted, return to your breath with your inhales and your exhales. And I invite you to come back from wherever this session has taken you, wiggling your toes and your fingers, stretching out your legs and your arms, taking in a nice big inhale, smiling to yourself, and just closing out this session by saying, we give thanks. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back, everybody.
Wow.
How was that for you?
That was really good, Debbie. Wow. And
That's my signature grounding.
yeah, that was incredible. And what I can say is that, before that, like my mind was definitely all over the place. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about like stuff that happened earlier. I'm thinking about stuff that has to happen even, tomorrow or even later tonight. And, now like I'm here, I'm present to like I'm here. I'm with you, I'm with whoever else is watching this call right now. And it's really great. Like even like at the end of it, like my sister like walked into like through the kitchen, but like it didn't like normally it would bother me. Like I'd be like, what are you doing? I'm doing something. But like it just wasn't, it was just part of it, So
Yeah.
so it was all good. And
Yeah.
I really hope that anybody that watched, like, like this woman right here is a professional, and she gets paid to do this. And she's here and she's with us and she just, shared that. So thank you, Debbie.
Oh, thank you. And thank you, Sherry, for the awesome message. And thank you, Jan, for telling me that it was beautiful. And hi, Donna, welcome. And I'm so glad, Jan, that your back feels better. And for anybody that wants to do this again, you can listen to the replay of this, or you could go to my website, upvibrations.com, and I have a free, this is what I give to people for free. So if you sign up for it, I'd be more than happy to send it to you. You can download it on your phone. You can download it on your computer. This is my gift to you. I need everybody to chill out, get grounded, get present, set intentions. This is what I do. we weren't meant to do this alone, and it's really changed my life. It changed my life immensely.
Wow. I was just gonna ask, if there was anybody that watched and like they loved it and they enjoyed it. And by the way, if you did watch and you liked it and you enjoyed it, like just let her know in the comments or like send some hearts because that was like beautiful. And you let them know, if there's anybody that wants to get a hold of you, like the best way would be like the website. Thank you,
Or
Christina.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. So my name is Debbie, Debbie Sodergren. I'm friends with Todd. So go into his friends and find me, send me a message. If you're struggling and you're having a hard time getting out of your head and you need some help, I'd love to be of service.
Awesome. And the Facebook page for your company, it's on Facebook, right?
So I have a Facebook page called Up Vibrations. I'm going to be starting a challenge January 1st for 7 days, just helping people set themselves up for a really prosperous, productive 2018, living the life that they want to live. So they can, go and be a part of that, like that page, my Facebook page, or my website.
For sure. For sure. Wow. Thank you so much, Debbie.
You're welcome,
Great.
Todd. This was wonderful. And
Yeah.
anytime, your people say they want to know more about this stuff, I'd love to be of service and be on
Yeah.
this with you and share whatever knowledge I have with them so that I
Yeah.
can help them.
Yeah, for sure. Let's definitely let's do this again for sure.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Thank you, Debbie. You have a great night, okay?
All right, you too, Todd. Take care. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, guys, that was pretty amazing. And like I said, uh, love you, Jan. And Christina, you can watch the replay and you can go through what she took us through, and it was really that's incredible. Like it's incredible stuff. Especially if you can get present to it and you can really dig in and you can tap in and allow yourself to feel these things. Like the power that it has is it can't even be measured. You know, and wow, like what a conversation. Debbie Sodergren, we talked about energy medicine, we talked about Reiki, we talked about meditation, we talked about the value of all that stuff, and she was even kind enough to take us through like a guided meditation and clear our chakras, like here live, you know, with everybody. So incredible. Please follow her stuff. Please like her stuff. She's amazing. And like I said, like this week, like all these people, guys, like these are professional people. These are experts, and for them to volunteer, they're like they get paid a lot of money to do this stuff. So for them to volunteer their time, like it's truly incredible. And I'm just like I'm blown away, by all the support for sure. And we're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna keep pushing, and it's gonna come together, and we're gonna find a way to incorporate all this stuff into the healing of veterans for sure. And yeah, drink some water for sure. And tomorrow night we're gonna have my friend Jenna Ross, who Jan you introduced me to, who is amazing. And we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk about essential oils and the healing power that they have, which they work for sure. They work wonders. And yeah, so tune in tomorrow. And thank you for yeah, I love Jenna too, Jan. She's awesome. And tune in tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. I hope everybody's having a great night and getting ready for the holidays. And we're all just taking some time to just express some appreciation and some gratitude for everything that we do have in life, so we can just continue to bring more of that going forward. So thank you for watching, and we're gonna help our vets. We're gonna continue, and yeah, that's it. Love you guys, and God bless. Thank you.